All right, here we go.
Go.
Hey, y'all, my name's Kyle Kimbrough.
Okay. I forgot.
I forgot my name. I'm sorry. All right, ready?
I forgot my one part.
Hey, y'all, my name's Kyle Kimbrough.
And I'm Joey Kimbrough.
We are Elite Senior Presidential Directors with LifeWave, and today we're going to go over the LifeWave compensation plan.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
I think that's my cue to get out of here. I'll let you take this one over.
Okay, so LifeWave's comp plan is by far my favorite compensation plan that I've ever seen. And Joe and I have now been in this industry for 18 years, okay? And I'm going to tell you why, but I want to tell you at a high level. Here's what's really cool, is David Schmidt, our owner, our founder, our CEO, said that we want to reward the people that are building our business, us, the field, right? And so what happens is every time a dollar goes into LifeWave through the movement of product, through sales, he pays out 60 cents of that dollar to us. So we get paid 60% of all gross revenue into the company. That is by far the highest percentage that I've ever heard in 2 decades inside of this industry, okay? So how do you get started? Really, there's 2 ways to get started, okay? And I say 2 because friends don't let friends do this one right here, which is retail. All right, you can join as a retail customer, but you pay full price. You pay $150 for a sleeve. And as we probably know by now, a sleeve is a 30-day supply of X39. Okay, we don't do retail. Here's the other way you can come in. You can be a preferred customer. Now, what's cool about this is you pay a one-time fee of $19.95, but then you get your sleeves at $99 a sleeve. Great way to join. After about 6 months, actually, you get almost $350 in free product through the savings. Okay. So this is the first way, preferred customer. Here's the second way. Here's the way that Joe and I prefer to sign every single person up inside of this business. It's with what we call a product pack. And as you can see here, we have 3 of them. We have the core, we have the advanced, and we have the premium. Now you may be thinking, okay, well this is only for people who want to build a business, but not necessarily. See, when you join as at any of these product packs, you're still technically just a wholesale customer. You don't actually become a quote-unquote business partner until you bring people into the business, you sign them up, you introduce them into LifeWave, and you're owed money. At that point, you fill out a W-9 and the company can now pay you. But until then, even if you join at the highest product pack, which is a premium, you're technically still just a wholesale customer. This is how we like to bring people in. What does this look like? Well, at core, it's $295. You get 3 sleeves of X39. And it gives you 180 PV. Now, we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but when you're in the business and you actually enroll someone, you bring them into the business, you sponsor them, you're going to make a $35 one-time upfront fee for bringing in a core into the business. Advanced is $535. You get 6 sleeves of X39. Here, you're still paying $100 a sleeve. Here, the sleeves go to under $90 a sleeve, okay? $80, $89. It's $300 in personal volume. And again, your product introductory bonus, your PIB for bringing someone into the business at Advanced, $75. And then our top one, and I'm going to tell you something. Joe and I came in with the top one. We came in at premium. So many of our friends and family came in at premium. Guys, when you get your hands on this product and you realize what it's doing for people, you want to patch as many people as possible. The faster you can get product into people's hands, the faster people can start having testimonies, and it'll blow your mind. We knew that, so we wanted to join at the highest one possible and get product to everybody. $1,750 gives you 20 sleeves of X39. It's $745 in PV, personal volume. And if you bring someone in, again, as premium, your PIB is $405. Now, the last thing that's also cool about the premium is you get 3 months in free auto ships. Now, here's what this means. We're going to talk a little bit later about how we actually get paid. But in order to get paid, you need to be on an auto ship. And when you join at the premium level, you get 3 months for free for joining there, which is a huge savings as well. So again, get in where you fit in. It doesn't matter. The point is get patched and get in. We would strongly encourage you, come in at the core, advanced, or premium, because we want you to have a spot, even as a customer, we want you to have a spot in our compensation plan, which we're about to talk about. Okay, y'all, now I want to show you the first rank in our compensation plan. Now listen to me when I say this, okay? This comp plan, I believe with all of my heart, can change your life if you want it to change your life. You can radically change your future right here. And it may seem a little daunting and overwhelming, but I want to break it down and make it real simple because it's actually pretty simple. And all you really need to know is this, manager. That's the first rank in our compensation plan. And if you understand manager, then you can really understand the entire comp plan because all of our other ranks are built on you just helping your team hit manager. Okay, so let's talk about manager real quick. Okay, so first you need 300 in PV, which is personal volume. Now listen, this is lifetime. This is lifetime personal volume. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, if you joined at the core product pack, which we just talked about, we said that you have 180 in personal volume. How do you get to 300 to hit manager and above? By the way, 300 is the most you need for every rank after this too. How do you get there? Well, number one, you could upgrade to the advanced product pack. That comes with 300 in personal volume. Number two, you could have preferred customers that you've brought into this business. That all counts towards your personal volume. Or number three, you could just place an order yourself. And that gets you to 300 in PV. Very simple. It's a lifetime requirement. Once you have 300 in PV, you just need to personally sponsor 2 core packages, core or above product packs on each leg. Watch this. Here's you. You're going to personally sponsor, as we wrote here, PS, 2 people on your left leg, 2 people on your right leg. They're all going to come in at the product pack of core or above, and you're a manager. Guys, it's as simple as that. Like, that's how you hit manager. 4 people makes you a manager. And when Joe and I got started, we understand a lot of things about this industry as far as we understand momentum, we understand speed. We know that speed is what really drives your business. If you want to do things in a big time way and see big time results, build fast, create momentum. So hit manager soon. We encourage every person when they first join, we say, okay, now we need you to go hit manager, and we want to help you do this in 24 to 72 hours max. Guys, when Joe and I joined, literally the moment we joined, we're calling parents, we're calling grandparents, we're calling in-laws, we're calling aunts, we're calling uncles, we're calling cousins, we're calling brothers, we're calling sisters, we're calling our closest friends, we're calling people that we've always worked with. Like 4 people, it was just how fast can you call? And I'm going to tell you that I think manager is a rank that you hit the moment that you decide you want to hit it. Because every single one of us have 4 people that know, love, and trust us that need these patches in their life. We all need these patches. And it's just a matter of you calling them. I just listed dozens of people, right? Just a matter of you calling them to get to manager. Okay, so again, 2 personally sponsored people at core or above on each leg, 300 in lifetime PV, and you're a manager. Most important rank in this business. Okay? I also want to share with you director though. And the reason I want to share director is because it's so simple. I know you can grasp it, and it's your second rank inside of the comp plan, okay? Director, again, 300 in personal lifetime volume. Now you need 3 personally sponsored core and aboves, okay? So let's draw another one here. Let's draw one here. Let's draw one here. You have personally sponsored them. So manager, you need 2 on each leg. Director, you need to add 1. You need 3 on each leg, okay? All right. Now, one of your 3 personally sponsored people on each leg, they themselves need to be manager. Well, you got that by now, right? You understand. That just means that somebody on your left leg has to go out and sponsor 2 on their left leg and 2 on their right leg. Now, that makes them a manager. Boom, right here. Right? You personally sponsored 3. One of your 3 has now hit manager. They've personally sponsored 2 on each leg. Same thing over here. Somebody over here that you personally sponsored, I'm just using the last one because it's easy to draw. They themselves can hit manager the moment they personally sponsor 2 on each leg. Guys, that's it. And you're a director, and you've now hit the second rank inside of our comp plan. Manager, again, we want to encourage everyone to go manager in 24 to 72 hours, and we want to help you do it. When that happens, and it happens all the time that quick, then what we want to do is help every person they've brought into the business to do the same thing. That's why I said manager is the most crucial rank. If you understand it, you can understand the comp plan. We're hitting manager, then we're helping the people on our team hit manager. And as we do that, we promote, and that's it. Okay? Now, I want to leave you with this. Director. When you personally have 2 people on your team that are director, okay? So you personally have 2 people that have done what you've done. They've brought in 3 people on each leg. One of them has hit manager. They are director. When you have 2 people on your team that did that, it doesn't matter what leg, left or right, can be both. You have now satisfied the structure requirement to go all the way to the top of this business. You can be a senior presidential director, and no more structure requirement is needed. You have 2 personally sponsored directors. That is all you need, okay? Crucial. Such a big deal. It's why so many people are running so hard and winning so big, because this is so doable. We go manager in 24 to 72 hours. We help our team do the same, and we're director. Now you help 2 people duplicate that, you can go to the top, guys. Okay, y'all, you're patched. You're in this business. You joined at one of the product packs we talked about. Heck, by this time, I hope you're a manager, right? Because we're trying to go manager in 24 to 72 hours. Maybe you're a director by now, because again, we're trying to help the people that we bring into the business go manager. It's all about manager. Let's talk the binary. Everyone knows, you've all seen this, we can max out the binary commission, our cycle pay is what we call it, at $25,000 a week. Now that's only one way that we get paid, but how do we actually get to that number, and how does this binary comp plan actually work? Well, it's beautiful. Again, been in this industry a long time, seen a lot of compensation plans. This is by far my favorite because we're working as a family here, okay? This is not just you sign up, try to bring as many people as you can in this business, and every one of them are on their own like you are. No, this is a welcome to the team, welcome to the family. Let's go build this thing together, okay? So I want to break this down and be real simple with it and see if I can help make sense of the binary. Let's just assume, again, that this is you, and you're going to personally sponsor 2 people on each leg because you're going to hit manager. Okay? You're starting your binary. You're starting your left leg and you're starting your right leg. Okay? Well, now let's say that this person right here, this is your good friend Josh, right? And Josh is like, hey, I'm ready to hit manager as well in my first 24 hours. Let's go. So Josh, here he goes. He sponsors 2 people on his right leg. He's ready to sponsor his first one on his left leg. Well, you already sponsored somebody below Josh. So Josh's first person he puts in on his left leg goes below that person. His next person, same thing, below that person. Now, Josh personally sponsored those people, but the person you put in between gets the benefit of them for all of the volume that they produce forever. Cycle pay, the $25,000 a week, we get there based on volume underneath you. This is why it's so significant that you want people to join as fast as possible, because you want to start building this thing together with them. Let's continue, okay? Let's say that you're ready to personally sponsor again on your left leg. Well, you already sponsored Josh and this other guy, Matt, right? So now you got Josh and you got Matt, and Josh sponsored his 2 people. Where do you sponsor your next person? At the very bottom. Guys, when you personally recruit and sponsor, you put people on the very bottom of your left leg or the very bottom of your right leg. And the significance in this is every single person in between you and them benefit from their volume. Okay, let's build this out a little further. One more. Okay, now, let's assume that this is what your business looks like as you get started. Well, here's what you've got to keep in mind. You didn't just get started and you're direct to corporate. You have an upline. You have people above you. You joined somebody, right? So although this may be what your tree looks like, what you don't see that's going on is there's a lot of people above you as well, right? And they are all building their own business. Why is this significant? Because this is you. And you're building, you're growing. Guys, all of these people above you, whether it's 1 person or 1,000 people or 100, however many people it is, right? Everyone above you in this line, whenever they personally sponsor somebody on their right leg, they have to bring them to the very bottom and put them below whoever's on the very bottom of that leg. Do you see why this is a big deal? Same thing, right? They sponsor, goes down here. So it's not just the people below you and who you bring in and who they bring in that you get credit for volume, but it's also what's going on above you as people are helping because they're sponsoring into their business and you are getting credit for that. You're getting the volume that's required to get to $25,000 a week. Now let's talk about that real quick. How do we actually do that? Well, again, binary or cycle pay is what we call this. Whenever you have 330 on one leg in volume and you have 660 on the other, that's $50. So guys, we get our pay period is Sunday to Sunday. We get paid every single week here, okay? And every week that you have 330 on one leg and 660 on the other, you make $50 on cycle pay, just the one way that we're talking about here. So you say, okay, I want to get to $500 a week in straight cycle pay and just volume underneath me. How do I do that? Well, add a 0. Right? got 3,300 on one leg and 6,600 on the other. That's $500 that week in volume. Excuse me, in cycle pay. From your volume, that's how much you're going to make in cycle pay. So you can see, listen, this is why it's so significant that people are helping you build your business, because what will happen here, one of your legs, your upline is going to be helping you build. So one of your legs is going to have a lot of people coming in that maybe you have nothing to do with it. Therefore, your volume is going to get really, really high. Well, what does high volume mean? Well, guys, it means money. Right? Let's just assume here that this over here, this leg right here, you're growing, and maybe you're growing to, say you're growing $10,000 a week. Remember, this is you. You're growing $10,000 a week on your left leg. But let's assume your right leg, because you got a lot of help from people above you. I can't even draw it all, but let's assume that leg's gone crazy. And every week over here, you're doing 50,000 in volume over there. Again, this is money in the bank to you that you didn't all have to go get yourself. This is a team effort. This is why the family is such a big deal. 10,000 and 50,000. Okay, well, look, we talked about 330 and 660, and I know I 10x'd it, but 330 and 660 is one cycle. Well, that's a 2-to-1 ratio, right? 660, 330 is a 2-to-1 ratio. So you get paid at a 2-to-1 ratio on the binary pay. So $10,000. Let's say this is 1. How do I double that to 2? I go to 20,000. This is your 2-to-1 ratio. Okay? 20,000 and 10,000. So you're going to get paid that week, that goes to 0, on $10,000 worth of volume. We get paid on our weaker leg, on our pay leg. And over here on our power leg, our strong leg, right? You got paid, you use 20,000 in volume, and that leaves 30,000 left for the week. Well, what happens to that? That's a lot of money that you didn't get paid on. It rolls to the next week. It continues to roll, and it continues to compound. Guys, you can look up and you can have literally tens and hundreds and millions in volume that's just continuing to compound because we're working this thing as a family. We're doing it together. How do you keep that volume rolling though? Because you never want to lose that volume. It's money in the bank. To be active, you need a 1-sleeve auto ship. That's all it takes. 1 sleeve on auto ship every single rolling 31 days, and you never lose this volume, guys. It just continues to go on a 52-week rolling calendar, okay? ATM, it's what we call all the money. You need a 2-sleeve auto ship to hit manager and above. That's all you need to go to senior presidential director. You just need 2 sleeves on auto ship, and it opens you up for all of the money, all of the potential. The other thing that's crucial here to understand is this doesn't just have to be you. You can have a preferred customer that's ordering every single month that qualifies you for your 1-sleeve auto ship. You can have a preferred customer that maybe orders for them and their spouse every single month, and that qualifies you for your 2-sleeve auto ship because they're doing it for them and their spouse. Are you getting me? But this right here, this is how you get to 25,000 a week. This is why we tell our friends all the time when they join. I say, guys, this is not just about you. This is about we. This is about a lot of people that you don't even know that are building this business and changing lives. And once you get in the binary, right, and you get your spot, then everyone can start helping you. We can all go to work together and we can see what can happen, right? We can see what we can build you. It's why if you go back to video number 1 or to the first part of this video, I say, preferred customers are great, but we want people joining at least the core if they want to be a customer, because we want to give them a spot in this. Because here's what happens. This happens all the time. Let's assume that this person right here is your buddy, and they just all they wanted was the product. They didn't really want to build. But your buddy signed up first. He's right there. Well, everything that's done below him is still under him, even though he's not building, but he joined with the product pack. So this is what happens all the time. He'll call us, and he'll say, okay, it's been 30 days. This product has changed my world. I can't believe what's happening here. I have some people I got to share this with. And we'll log into their back office and go, okay, great. Travis, congratulations. You already have 12, 24, 36, 120, 200, whatever it is, people underneath you. We've been building your business while you've been trying this product. It is a phenomenal way to turn customers into business partners just by getting them a spot in the binary while they're trying this product. Listen, friends, don't let friends not get their spot. That's what I'll tell you, okay? Because this is significant, this is real, and you think, man, this is a lot of money. No one can really get to that much. Guys, there are so many people making this every single week off just the binary. We haven't even talked about the other ways that you still get paid. This can be done because we're working together as a family. So I encourage you, again, get everyone you can in your business as soon as you can so that we can start growing this thing together. All right, y'all, now that you understand a little bit more about the binary and how we get paid through that structure and how we actually get to this $25,000 a week through the binary, let's talk about how we get paid the next way, which is check matching. And guys, I'm going to tell you something. When Joe and I first looked at this comp plan and the binary, I knew a lot about binaries prior, but the binary is so significant, but I had no idea that the check matching could be to this degree. And so I want to walk through that with you, and I want to show you how we get paid on executive check matching, because as significant as the binary is, what I'm about to show you is where you go way, way, way past $25,000 a week. I understand that's hard to imagine right now, but I'm just telling you it's happening, and here we go. All right. As you can see here, all of these colored circles are personally sponsored to you. This is actually how it plays out when you build the binary, guys. You sponsor a couple people, and then there's some other people that join through them or someone above you. Then you sponsor somebody else. Then people are joining, you sponsor somebody else. You can see how this plays out. Now, even though when you're personally sponsoring someone, again, if I wanted to personally sponsor someone on my left leg right now, they would be right here at the very bottom. And even though they're at the very bottom of, say, 15, 16 people, that's still considered your level 1 because you sponsored them. Now, why is this significant? Hang with me here. Every single person in between you and them benefits off of their volume, and all of these people can use their volume to help them max out on the binary at 25,000. But you personally sponsored them, so that's your level 1, and you get level 1 executive check matching. And I want to show you what this looks like. Check matching bonuses. We're going to just play out a real life example. And I want to tell you right now what I'm about to show you. Guys, this is conservative. This is incredibly conservative. People inside of this business are sponsoring dozens and hundreds of people personally, okay? We're going to start with 10. We're going to show you just 10 people, okay? What would it look like if on your first level, if you personally sponsored 10 people into your business over time, and that an average of all those 10 people came to $500 in their team commissions every week. So every week you had 10 people, they made $500 in their binary cycle team commissions. That's $5,000. We make 25% executive check match on our first level. That means whatever the people make that we personally sponsor, our first level, every single week, what they make on team commissions, we make 25%. You do as the sponsor, right? $5,000 in this scenario, 25% of that, that's $1,250 that you get for check matching your level 1s. Okay, this is where it gets fun. Now, level 2. Okay, so what's your level 2? Well, your level 2, these 10 people that you sponsored, whoever they sponsor, are your level 2. We're going to assume that this is going to turn into 50 people on your level 2. Very reasonable, very conservative, low numbers. Okay, so you have 50 people on your level 2. Guys, I'm trying to do this so conservative so you can actually start to believe this, okay? $100, that's all we're saying they're averaging. We're not talking about significant money. They're averaging $100, which totals $5,000. Again, 50 times 100, that's another $5,000. We make 20% on our level 2, and 20% of $5,000 is $1,000. Just on 50 people on our level 2. Now let's take it a step further. These people now sponsor people. Now it's your third level. We're going to call it 100 people on your third level. Again, we're going to stay really conservative. They're each making $100 on their team commissions, which is $10,000. And we make 20% of that as well, which is $2,000. As you sit here, you see we've now built to $4,250 per week off of just executive check matching. We're not talking about the max out at $25,000 on the binary. We're not talking about what you make when somebody joins with a product pack and your product introductory bonus. We're not talking about how you make 20% on all your preferred customers. Not talking about any of that. We're just talking about executive check matching, one way that we get paid. And guys, how conservative can we be here? This is real life. This is actually happening. This is very conservative numbers. People making $100, a few $100 a month. right? And then these 10 people actually making a couple $1,000s a month. And here you are making literally almost $250,000 just on executive check matching, just on your levels 1 through 3 with not a whole lot of people. Do you see the significance in what we have at stake here? So all of this said, from where we started to where we ended now, guys, this is the most lucrative pay plan that I have ever seen inside of this industry. There's so many ways we get paid, and they're so lucrative in every single way. Get started. Personally sponsor as many people as you possibly can because of executive check matching. Make sure your friends and family get inside of this business because they need to get in the binary so you can start building as a family with them, right? And go manager. Go manager in 24 to 72 hours. Create some momentum, and let's watch this thing unravel right in front of your eyes, guys.